Welcome, dear soul. Come sit with me a while. Let the noise of the world quiet down. Let the ache in your heart find stillness. Let the longing that rises with every silent night be met now, not with more waiting, but with the tender truth that God is already moving. The angels are whispering again. They come not with loud announcements, but with the hush of holy knowing. A truth that will surprise you, because the person God has chosen for your heart, the one your soul has been aching for, is not who you thought. It's deeper than desire. It's quieter than excitement. It's not built on who fits your list, but on who fits your life purpose. You see, the one who made you, he has watched your tears. He has felt your loneliness. He has counted every silent night where you whispered, "God, do they even exist?" And now, he is speaking, not in lightning bolts, not in fairy tale scenes, but in the steady, sacred way he always moves, through divine rearrangement, through quiet delays, through unexpected people who are carrying the keys to your future, but you've walked past them again and again, because they didn't look like what you thought love would look like. Oh, beloved, it is time to lay your ideas at the altar, because the person coming into your life was chosen by God's Spirit, not your preferences, not your past wounds, not your fleeting feelings. This one is different. They come with a heart softened by trials, a soul shaped by humility, eyes that see beyond appearances, and hands that know how to pray, not just hold. You thought your partner would come dazzling, but they come gentle. You expected a perfect package, but they arrive as a vessel of God's refining. You longed for romance, but they bring restoration. Angels are watching how you respond. Will you see beyond the surface? Will you ask God to open your spiritual eyes? Will you be brave enough to receive someone who doesn't fit your plan, but perfectly fits your purpose? Because this love is not for your ego. It is for your elevation. This love will stretch you, refine you, heal you, grow you, this person. They may be younger, they may be older. They may have a background that confuses you. They may speak more with their life than with words. They may walk into your life softly, but their presence will shake everything loose that is false. God's choice is always wise, and the person he's sending won't flatter you. They'll see you. They'll speak to the truth of who you are, even when you're weary, even when you want to run. So many have prayed, "Lord, send me someone who loves you more than they love me." But now that they've arrived, many cannot recognize them. Why? Because God sends purpose in plain wrapping. He sends royalty dressed in humility. He sends eternal companions through unexpected doors. Will you still trust him when his answer doesn't look like your fantasy? Will you receive the gift even when it's wrapped in mystery? Dear one, there's a reason the angels say, "It's not who you think," because you have outgrown the version of love you once craved. You are being called into a relationship that reflects heaven, not just your hopes, and that means letting go of control, laying down timelines, unclenching the fists of fear, and letting the Spirit lead. Yes, you may feel uncertain. You may say, "But God, I never imagined being with someone like them." And God will whisper, "I did." He sees what you cannot. He knows what you will need 5 years from now, not just what you feel today. He has crafted this partnership not just for joy, but for destiny. This is why the enemy fights it. This is why confusion tries to cloud your heart. This is why you keep second-guessing. Because somewhere deep down, your soul already knows this person is heaven-sent. But your mind is still catching up. Let God show you. Let the Holy Spirit speak. Ask the Father, "Is this the one you've chosen?" And listen, not to your fears, not to the voices of others, but to the deep, still knowing that says, "This love will lead you closer to me." Halfway now, dear one. And if these words are finding you, if they are stirring something sacred in your spirit, may I invite you lovingly to stay connected to this peaceful space. Subscribe for more gentle spiritual guidance. Comment below, let me know your heart, or leave a prayer request. And if this message is watering your soul, you can bless this mission through a super thanks. Your support helps this space remain soft, sacred, and still, a haven for weary hearts to hear from God. And I thank you with all my heart. Now, let us keep walking together. The path is unfolding, the angels are still speaking, and the Father is still arranging. There's a reason this person doesn't look like the love you once imagined. They are shaped by heaven, not by the world. They won't try to entertain you. They will call you higher. They may not fit your list, but they are aligned with your purpose. They may come with quietness, but their presence will birth peace. You may not be attracted to them at first glance, but your spirit will recognize theirs. That's the confirmation. That's the sign. When you stop striving to feel sparks and start sensing holy stillness, God is doing something deeper now. You're not being called to emotional highs. You're being called to spiritual covenant. You're not being invited to a fantasy. You're being invited to a divine assignment with someone who will walk with you into the will of God. This person may challenge your comfort zone. They may not look like the dream, but they will be the breakthrough. They may not speak every love language you crave, but their loyalty, consistency, and prayers will become the steady wind beneath your wings. They will carry you in prayer before they ever carry you in their arms. And that is how you will know. Because love that begins in the spirit cannot be shaken by the storms of the world. So, take a breath. Be still. Ask the Father to prepare your heart. Ask Him to remove your assumptions. And ask for the courage to say yes to a love that looks different, but is divinely designed. You are not forgotten. You are not behind. You are not waiting in vain. You are being refined for something rare. And they are being prepared to. God is revealing them. Little by little, moment by moment. Not to rush you, but to ready you. Because when your eyes truly see, you will realize this person is not who you thought, but they are everything you need to walk into the future God wrote for you before you were even born. Take heart, dear soul. You're closer than you think. And in the next part of this message, we will go even deeper into the signs God is sending, the redirections He's been orchestrating, and the beauty of saying yes to the life partner heaven has chosen for you. Until then, may you rest in peace and walk in trust. Your story is sacred, and it is just beginning. Welcome again, beloved soul. You've returned to this quiet space, and in doing so, you've said yes to hearing more of what heaven is revealing. The angels have not stopped speaking. They are still pointing, still whispering, still guiding your heart back to one eternal truth. God is revealing your life partner, and it's not who you thought. You may have noticed lately, people are fading, connections are falling away. Things once clear have become blurry, and at first glance, it feels like loss. But in truth, it is divine protection, because what God is doing in your life now cannot be built on what used to attract. You are being rerouted, not rejected. You are being realigned, not forgotten. This is why certain relationships never worked. It wasn't punishment. It was preparation. You see, the partner God is preparing for you is not someone who will just love you on sunny days. They are someone who can love you through storms. And more than that, they know how to anchor you in God when your own faith feels weak. This is no ordinary person, and it's no ordinary love, which is why the road to them has not been easy. God had to teach you discernment, to feel the difference between chemistry and covenant, between butterflies and spiritual bond, between charm and Christ-like character. And now that you've grown deeper roots in Him, you are ready to receive someone who is truly sent. But here is where the surprise comes in. This person may not be who you imagined, not physically, not socially, not even emotionally at first. Spiritually, They are already tied to your destiny. They've been hidden because heaven was guarding them. And now, the time of revealing is near. You may have already crossed paths, or they may still be on the horizon. But either way, God has already begun the process. It starts not with a moment, but with a shift in your spirit. You're not looking for just a partner anymore. You're looking for alignment. You're not looking for excitement. You're longing for peace. You're not just looking for someone to hold, but for someone who helps you hold on to God. That, dear one, is the evidence. That is how you'll know. They will bring clarity, not confusion. Peace, not pressure. Safety, not suspense. They will be honest with you. They will guard your heart. And they will pray for you in the unseen, even before they confess their feelings aloud. You might resist at first, because love like this will not flatter your flesh. It will awaken your spirit. And that kind of awakening feels different. You might even question, how can someone so different from my expectations feel so right in my soul? And heaven will answer, because you asked for what's divine, not what's convenient. Dear heart, some of you have been praying for a faithful spouse, and what God is sending is someone refined by pain. Someone who doesn't just know how to love, but how to forgive, how to stay, how to surrender. They will love you from a place of truth, not pretense. This love may grow slowly, but it will grow steady. And one day you'll look back and realize everything God removed, every delay, every closed door, was a kindness preparing your heart to be able to receive someone this sacred. So now, be willing to open your hands, let go of the blueprint, surrender the fantasy. And ask God, who are you sending? Not just what do I want, but what do I need to walk in your will? Because the person He is revealing, they are not for your pride. They are for your purpose. Right now, even as you listen, heaven may be bringing their name to your heart or showing you signs. Maybe your spirit has been unsettled about someone you thought was the one. Maybe your heart is softening towards someone you never considered. Pay attention. The Spirit is subtle, but always speaking. Beloved soul, if these words are moving your heart, if the Spirit is confirming something within you, I gently invite you to stay close. Subscribe for more peace-filled messages like this. Leave a comment or prayer below. Your voice matters in this sacred space. And if the Spirit leads you, you can sow a super thanks to help this channel grow. Every small gift goes toward creating more peaceful content that blesses hearts like yours all over the world. Thank you for walking this path with me. Now let us keep going. Because the signs God is revealing are not always loud, but they are always full of love. One of those signs is timing. You've likely seen certain delays that made no sense. Flights missed. Plans changed. Relationships suddenly ended. Doors you begged God to open remained shut. Why? Because what you were praying for wasn't bad, but it wasn't best. God is not the author of confusion. He is the God of perfect pairing. And when you are aligned with His Spirit, you don't have to chase. You don't have to perform. You don't have to beg to be seen. This person, they will recognize you. Not by sight, but by spirit. Not by shape, but by soul. They will love your faith. They will honor your healing. They will not exploit your wounds, but protect them. You are being prepared to love from a healed place. And they are too, which is why their entrance into your life might feel more like a remembering than a first meeting. Because when God reveals someone, your soul often already knows, I've been waiting for you. Let yourself receive that kind of love. Even if it doesn't look like the story you imagined, your future spouse might have a quiet job, a soft voice, a slow pace. But in their gentleness is the thunder of God's presence. They might not say all the right words, but they will do the right things. They might not give you butterflies, but they will give you roots. And isn't that what your heart has longed for? Not someone to just make you feel alive, but someone to walk with you as you live fully in God. Beloved, don't miss them because they look different. Don't dismiss them because they come humbly. God often wraps his best gifts in quietness. So only the spiritually mature will notice. This is a call to spiritual vision, to holy discernment, to trust. And soon, maybe sooner than you think, you will begin to see. You'll begin to feel a shift in your prayers, a stirring in your heart, a deep divine knowing that whispers, they were never far. They were simply hidden until I was ready. You are not waiting alone. God is not being silent to punish you. He is preparing the moment. He is softening hearts. He is aligning timelines. And when he says, now, it will all fall into place. Just remember, when that moment comes, you may have to let go of your assumptions to receive your anointing. This person may not be who you pictured, but they are the one God picked. Welcome, dear heart, you've returned again. And that says something beautiful about you. Your spirit is hungry for truth. Your soul is open to divine guidance. You're not chasing a shallow love story. You're waiting for the one God himself has written. And the angels are still near. They are drawing close in this moment because the revelation is unfolding. God is revealing your life partner, but it is not who you thought, because now you've grown. Your heart isn't in the same place it was a year ago. You've been through some refining. You've let go of people you once clung to. You've learned how to be alone without being empty. And in that sacred becoming, you've become ready for something real. Not a partner who completes you, but one who walks with you in the fullness God has placed inside of you. Not someone who fills a void, but someone who honors your healing. Not someone who only fits your now, but someone who aligns with your eternity. You may not have seen it at first, but everything you went through was heaven's way of shaping you to recognize the divine instead of chasing the familiar. Because let's be honest, familiar wasn't always healthy. What used to attract you was often rooted in your old wounds. You used to want someone to rescue you, but now you're ready for someone to run with you. And that's why God had to wait. That's why the angels had to keep this person hidden. Because your soul needed time to become ready for a different kind of love, a holy one, a quiet one, a lasting one. And now, you are ready. But beloved, you must still keep your heart open. Because the person God is revealing may arrive through a humble path. You may meet them in a moment that feels casual, but there will be something sacred about their presence. You'll feel a peace that doesn't make sense. You'll notice how you feel more like yourself around them than you ever did with anyone else. You'll feel safe, known, not idolized but understood. They may not be from your city. They may not be your type. They may not speak the words you always wanted to hear, but their life will speak louder than words. They will lead by example. They will honor you with consistency. They will pray for you in private. They will speak life over your vision. And when trials come, they won't run, they'll remain, because this person has been through their own breaking. They know what it is to rebuild. They don't idolize love, they revere it. They understand covenant, they respect God's timing. And they won't treat your heart like an experiment. So if you're wondering, why don't I feel the same rush I felt with others? It's because this is not a rush, it's a resting. This love won't overwhelm you, it will calm you. You're not being pulled into a whirlwind. You're being drawn into alignment. And slowly, as you surrender, you'll begin to see God knew what he was doing all along. He didn't forget you. He didn't delay out of cruelty. He waited because what he's giving you is worth the wait. It's someone who is spiritually mature. Someone who has learned to listen to the Holy Spirit. Someone who doesn't just want to be married, but wants to fulfill God's purpose with you. You see, this isn't just about romance, it's about mission. It's about being yoked to someone who will help you carry what God placed inside you. They won't compete with your calling, they'll protect it. They won't pull you away from your prayer life. They'll deepen it. They won't pressure you to perform. They'll remind you to rest in grace. And one day soon, you'll sit with them and look back at the seasons of waiting, and you'll say, if I had rushed, I would have missed you. And I would have missed this. Beloved, you are not being punished by this waiting. You are being positioned. Every tear, every fast, every quiet surrender was not in vain. That God has seen your private devotion. He's heard your whispered prayers. He's watched you walk away from distractions. And now, He's honoring you with someone who has also done the work. So listen closely. It may not come wrapped in fireworks. It may come gently, in a smile, in a moment of shared worship, in a conversation that feels unusually peaceful. You won't have to force it. You won't have to chase it. You'll just know, this is different. They see you. They don't idolize you. They don't try to fix you. They simply walk with you. And that is love sent from heaven. If this message has been watering the soil of your soul, if it has confirmed something you couldn't quite put into words, I invite you to remain close to this sacred space. Subscribe for more God-centered guidance. Leave your thoughts or a prayer below. And if the Spirit leads, you can support this peaceful mission with a super thanks. Every act of love fuels more moments like this, helping these messages reach souls in search of peace, just like yours once was. Thank you for walking with me. Let's finish gently now, because the angels are still moving, and heaven is not finished speaking. Before long, you'll feel the shift, that strange pull to revisit a conversation, that nudge to reach out, that clarity that doesn't come from logic, but from God. Don't ignore it. Don't dismiss it. Because sometimes, God hides your partner in someone you once overlooked, or someone you once knew but didn't truly see. This time, you will see them through spiritual eyes, and they will see you, not as you once were, but as you are now. Whole, ready, rooted. So go slowly. Let the Spirit lead. Ask for confirmation. Watch for peace. And as you wait, don't just look outward. Let God keep refining you, because you're not just receiving a partner. You are becoming one, the kind of partner that loves deeply, forgives quickly, prays constantly, and reflects God's heart faithfully. You are being made into someone's answered prayer, and they are being made into yours. Soon, your paths will cross, not by accident, but by divine design. And when it happens, you will know, because it may not look like the story you wrote, but it will feel like the one God whispered when you were alone, on your knees, asking Him to show you something real. That moment is closer than you think. Stay ready. Stay soft. Stay surrendered. God's best rarely comes how we expect, but it always comes full of love, full of peace, and full of purpose. You are not waiting in vain. You are being prepared for something sacred. And when your eyes open to who they really are, you will realize God did not give you what you asked for. He gave you more than you even knew to ask. Until then, rest in Him, walk in faith, and let love, true love, find you in His timing. You are seen. You are held. You are on the edge of something holy. The angels rejoice. The heavens are smiling. And your story is unfolding exactly as it should. In stillness, in peace, in God. Come again, beloved one. You've come back to the quiet, to the stillness that speaks louder than the world. You've returned to sit at the edge of something holy. Because deep within you, you know, God is revealing something that will change your life. It is no accident that you're here. No coincidence that you're listening, because the angels are not done speaking. They are still drawing your attention to the one your soul has been prepared to love. And yes, it's not who you thought, because the person God has chosen for you is not someone to impress your friends. They are someone to walk with you into the fire and remind you who stands with you in it. They are not a prize to show off. They are a promise being fulfilled. A quiet fulfillment of prayers you may not even remember praying. This person is not built for performance. They are built for purpose. And they are being revealed in God's perfect way and God's perfect time, somewhere, even now. They are sensing the same pull, the same longing, the same invitation from God to release old ideas of love and to prepare for something entirely new. This new love won't be born in fantasy. It will be born in faith. It won't shout over the noise. It will meet you in the silence. And the moment your spirit finally recognizes theirs, you will say, "This was the one I never expected, but somehow always knew." Let's talk about that sacred moment of recognition. Because it won't feel like infatuation. It won't spark panic or obsession. It will feel like rest. Like the wind slowing. Like your heart unclenching. Like the question you've always carried finally answering itself with peace. This person may already be near. Perhaps they've been in your life before. A friend, an acquaintance, a name you once brushed off. Or maybe they're just now arriving. And they'll come into your life in a way so subtle, so gentle, you almost miss it, but God won't let you miss it. Because the Holy Spirit will begin nudging you in ways that only your heart can understand. You'll find yourself thinking of them unexpectedly. You'll feel prompted to pray for them without knowing why. You'll start seeing them through a different lens, not one of logic, but of spiritual clarity. And slowly, your heart will soften. Your defenses will drop, and you'll realize God has been preparing both of you for this all along. But here's the truth many won't tell you. This kind of love will test your surrender, because it won't feel like your fantasy. It won't always thrill your emotions. It won't sweep you into chaos. Instead, it will anchor you, steady you, call you higher, teach you to love in a way that reflects the very heart of Christ. This is why God had to break certain cycles. This is why He had to protect you from counterfeit connections. Not everyone who could love you is able to carry the weight of your calling. Not everyone who showed interest was equipped for covenant, but this one was made with you in mind. Formed by God's own wisdom. Knitted together through fire and grace, just like you. And when you come together, you won't just share love. You'll share mission. You'll walk in the same spiritual direction. You'll honor each other's growth. And you'll become living proof that God still writes love stories the world cannot comprehend. If you're hearing this and something is awakening in you, if you feel seen, understood, confirmed in your waiting, then I lovingly invite you to stay connected here. Subscribe for more peaceful spiritual words like this. Share your thoughts or your prayer requests below. And if the message has been a blessing to your heart, you may support this sacred work with a super thanks. Every act of support helps this gentle space reach more souls and allows us to continue sowing peace where it is needed most. Thank you for being part of this quiet ministry of love. Let's continue. Because there's more. This love will not demand attention. It will not ask you to become someone else. It will not manipulate your emotions. Instead, it will nurture your wholeness. It will make room for your spiritual gifts. It will honor your story, even the parts you're still healing. This person will ask you questions not because they want to invade your past, but because they want to understand your soul. They will not run when things get hard. They will lean in. They will cover you in prayer, not pressure. And when they look at you, you won't feel small. You won't feel judged. You'll feel safe, seen, chosen by someone who was sent by the one who sees all. Let me tell you something else. There will be confirmation. Not always in fireworks, but in fruit. You'll see it in how they handle stress, in how they speak about others, in their humility, in their worship, in their consistency. You'll know, not just because your heart leaps, but because your spirit is at peace. That peace is the voice of God saying, "This is safe. This is me. This is your next chapter." Now don't panic if they don't arrive as quickly as you hoped. God works in seasons, not shortcuts. He is never late, but He is always preparing. Every day that passes is a day closer to that moment of divine recognition, and when it comes, you will no longer doubt the waiting. You'll thank God for it. You'll say, if I had received this too soon, I wouldn't have known how to receive it at all. Because this kind of love requires a healed heart. And God has been healing you, even when you didn't know it. He has been growing your discernment, refining your trust, clearing your vision. So now, when this person stands in front of you, you won't just see them with your eyes, you'll see them with your soul. And when they speak, you won't just hear their voice, you'll hear the echo of God's faithfulness. This is the love that rewrites generational patterns, the love that reflects Jesus, the love that lasts, and you are ready. Yes, you are. Even if you still feel scared, even if you still wrestle with doubts, because faith is not the absence of fear, it's the presence of surrender. So surrender now, beloved. Let go of the version of love you thought you needed. Make room for the love God is sending. It may not look like what you expected, but it will be everything your spirit has prayed for, and more. This is holy ground. You are standing in the unfolding of a promise. So hold it with reverence, honor it with patience, and trust with all your heart that God finishes what He starts. Your person is not far, and neither is your miracle. You are being led gently, faithfully, toward a sacred union that no man, no mistake, no fear can ruin. You are safe. You are seen, and you are surrounded by angels who are preparing the way. Even now, stay in peace, stay in prayer, stay in purpose. And soon, you'll look into their eyes and realize, this was never about who I wanted, it was always about who God knew I needed. And when that day comes, may your heart say, thank you, Lord. You chose better than I ever could. Welcome again, gentle soul. You've come so far. Through the waiting, the wondering, the sacred listening, you've heard the voice of the Spirit, whispering in stillness, guiding you away from illusion and toward divine truth. And now, in this quiet space, the angels lean in once more. Because God is still revealing, He is still preparing. He is still writing a love story that goes far beyond what you imagined. This love, this person, it is not who you thought. It is someone better, someone chosen. Someone carved from the same spiritual cloth as you, but shaped in their own sacred journey. You've prayed for them. You've cried for them. You've prepared your heart to receive them. And now you are being invited to recognize them. Not by their appearance, but by their spirit. Let us speak clearly now, because this part is important. God is not just revealing a partner to you. He is revealing you to yourself. He's showing you what kind of love you're truly ready for. He's opening your eyes to your growth, to your healing, to your maturity, to the fact that you are no longer available for confusion, chaos, or counterfeit connections. You've been rewired for something deeper. And so has the person He's sending. This love will not feel like rescue. It will feel like resurrection. Not because you were dead, but because parts of you were sleeping, waiting for the one who would speak life into your purpose. And you, too, will speak life into theirs, because this is not a one-sided blessing. It is a holy partnership, a sacred dance between two souls who have said yes to God first, so they can say yes to each other rightly. You will see it in how they serve, in how they pray, in how they carry peace even when life is heavy, in how they don't just believe in your dream, they protect it. Speak life into it. Make room for it. You won't have to perform to be loved. You won't have to fight to be seen. Because this person will know your worth, not because of your shine, but because of your spirit. And you will know theirs. There will be no guessing, no pushing, no pretending. Instead, there will be a divine knowing, a sense that your life is being gently woven into something eternal. So breathe, beloved. You are not behind. You are right on time for what heaven is unfolding. And if this message is echoing in your soul, I lovingly invite you again, remain part of this peaceful space. Subscribe for more spiritual encouragement. Share your reflections below or leave a prayer request. And if this has blessed you, you can offer a super thanks to support the spreading of God's gentle truth. Your gift helps more souls find light, peace in God's voice. Thank you for helping this sacred message grow. Now come. Let us walk deeper. Because when you meet this person, you will notice the difference. The way their presence calms you. The way they don't just respond, they listen. The way they don't just agree with your beliefs, they live them. You will no longer wonder, is this real? Because the peace will answer that question before your mind can. You may have moments of fear, that's natural, but fear won't win this time. Because you'll be rooted, anchored in the one who sent them. This is a love that grows in clarity, not confusion. A love that builds you, not drains you. A love that leads you into greater intimacy with God, not away from Him. That will not require striving. It will not ask you to abandon your identity. It will honor who you are and call forth who you are becoming. It may start quietly, but it will grow with purpose. It may look unusual, but it will feel sacred. And in that sacredness you will be transformed, because heaven doesn't just send people to make you feel good. It sends people to help you become more like Christ. This person will remind you to pray, to rest, to trust, to breathe. They will not rush you. They will not shame you. They will wait with you and walk with you. And when you look into their eyes, you'll know God was faithful. Even in the waiting, even in the wandering, even in the silence. This is what you were created for. Not just love, but holy partnership. Two hearts beaten by the same grace. Two souls learning to serve together. Two lives intertwined by purpose. And when trials come, and they will, you won't face them alone. You'll face them with a partner who prays, believes, and stands. Someone who lifts your head when you forget who you are. Someone who reminds you, God didn't bring us together to abandon us now. That is the person being revealed, not the loudest, not the flashiest, but the one who was formed for your faith walk, chosen for your calling, fitted to your future. And you will be the same for them. You are not waiting to be chosen. You have already been chosen by God, and so have they. You are not waiting to be loved. You are learning how to love fully so that when this person arrives, you love them not from fear, but from freedom. So let the past fall away. Let the timelines go. Let the fear be replaced with faith, because what God is doing cannot be rushed, and it cannot be stopped. The unveiling is near, and when you finally stand side by side, you'll both know this was worth every tear, every unanswered prayer, every sacred silence. You'll hold hands in prayer before you hold hands in public. You'll cover one another in intercession before you cover one another in vows. And God will smile, because He wrote this story long ago, before you were born, before your heart breaks, before the healing, before the lessons He already knew. And He has been preparing both of you for such a time as this. So walk on, beloved. Walk in trust. Walk in stillness. Walk in praise, because the love you're being led into will not only bless your life, it will bless generations. It will show the world what heaven's design looks like, and it will glorify the God who brought you together in a way no one could have predicted. He is revealing them, and He is revealing you. You are being made ready for the holy, for the real, for the one. The angels are rejoicing. Your story is unfolding, and your miracle is closer than it has ever been. Welcome once more, gentle soul. You've walked with us through the stillness, through the sacred whispers, through the unveiling. of what heaven has been preparing. And now here we are, in the final part of this journey. The final chapter in this soft unfolding of a truth that angels have long held in their hands. God is revealing your life partner, and it is not who you expected. It is someone deeper, someone hidden, someone chosen, and someone who is, even now, being drawn toward you by the hand of the Almighty, not through coincidence, but through divine alignment. Let us slow down together and take this final step in peace, not rushing, not forcing, just breathing in the beauty of what God is doing. This love, this sacred union, is not just about romance. It is about restoration. God is restoring what the world broke. He's rewriting what the enemy distorted. He is mending the places you thought would always ache, and He's doing it through someone you never saw coming. This person will not arrive like a storm. They will come like morning light, gentle, faithful. Sure, they won't knock you over with charm. They'll draw you in with consistency. They won't sweep you into fantasy. They'll stand with you in reality and build something holy there. This is what the angels have been whispering. This is what your soul has been sensing in quiet moments. That your story is not behind, it is becoming. And your partner is being revealed day by day, prayer by prayer, surrender by surrender. There may have been many signs already. Maybe a stirring in your heart when you're around them. Maybe dreams. Maybe a shift in your friendships. Maybe a softening towards someone you once overlooked. God is subtle with His miracles, but He is never unclear. And when it is time, you will know. Not because of butterflies, but because of the peace. This peace will not confuse you. It will steady you and that person. They will walk with God, not just talk about Him. They will pray when no one is watching. They will worship when they're alone. They will seek His heart before they seek yours. And that, beloved, is how you will know they are the one, because they love God more than they'll ever love you. And that is the safest love you could ever walk into. So let go of what once seemed ideal. Surrender the vision that was built in fear. Make space for the blessing that's built in truth. This love will be raw, real, rooted in grace. They will see your flaws and still stay. They will hear your silence and still understand. They will witness your weaknesses and still choose you every day, because they were made to walk with you not only in joy, but in purpose. And this purpose will unfold together. Little by little, decision by decision, prayer by prayer. You won't have to prove anything. You won't have to shrink or perform. You'll just show up, fully you, fully loved, fully known. And they will too. If this message has touched your heart, if your spirit